Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is an update for my project pan roulette. I have no idea when I did my last update for this project, so I'm just going to go through with you the things that I have used up, the things I still have, and then I'm going to be picking out a ton of new stuff. I have no idea if I'll be able to finish anything else by the end of the year, but I'll probably keep this going because it's been pretty fun to use up some kind of more random products in my collection, not ones I've necessarily had my eye on. So the first thing I will mention is my Urban Decay Apathy eyeliner. That was a deluxe size eyeliner. It was an olive green shade. I used that up, I think it was last week actually. So it's in my empties. I didn't feel like digging through the bag to find my little teeny tiny eyeliner, but that is totally used up. Then the other thing that's kind of used up is this Revlon lip liner. It's not actually used up, but I was using it. It was actually probably last week too, and it broke off. So this is what was left, and I just don't feel like dealing with it. I have a bunch of other red eyeliner or lip liners, and this was drugstore. I didn't even buy it. I think my dad bought it. I was at a family wedding and needed it, and so we stopped at Walgreens for a few things and threw this in the bag. So I don't feel like wasting my time with it anymore, especially now that it's broken, when I have, some nicer ones I like better from Urban Decay in my collection. So I'm just going to say goodbye to this. And then the other thing I said goodbye to was my ColourPop Prenup Blush. I did make a lot of progress on that. It's also in my empties bag, so you'll see that in my next empties video. But there was a little bit left. There was a little ring around the pan, but it was starting to get really crumbly and harder to use, and I was just over it. So I decided to say goodbye to that too. And then the other item that is still in this project is my MAC Enchanted One lipstick. It is a matte nude, and it is MIA right now. I had it in a purse at some point this summer. I know that I would reach for it a few times, but I don't know where it is right now. It's not in the little makeup bag I keep in my purse usually. I might have pulled it out for an event or something when I switch purses. It might still be in another random purse. I'm gonna have to go in a little bit of a deeper dive to find it. Hopefully I do, because I really liked it and I really like the packaging, so I would be bummed if it was lost. So hopefully it will turn up somewhere, but I don't think I'm going to finish it even if I do find it by the end of the year, but that's another story. So the only other thing that is still in the project then is this concealer, and I've been wearing this every time I wear concealer, which hasn't been a ton this summer. I've mentioned in other videos, if you haven't seen them this summer, I did kind of take a hiatus from YouTube, and I kind of haven't been wearing a lot of makeup this summer, and especially face makeup. I've been wearing eye makeup a lot more, but face makeup has really been probably less than once a week over the whole summer on average, so it hasn't been a lot, but when I look into the tube I can see that it looks pretty empty. I'm sure that it's still coating the walls a little bit, so I'm sure I'll get a ton more use out of it, and then I can kind of scrape it. You can kind of see the lines that I can make, so I don't know what that means. I don't know how much longer this will last. I don't know if I'll pull the stopper out, but that's where I'm at. I've made slow but steady progress. Well, not so steady this summer, but I've been using this basically all year, is what I'm saying. So this project has 5 items in it at a time, so that means 4 new items to pick out. So I have my jar of suggestions from you guys and myself in here, so I'm going to dump that out on the table. So they're all out, and let's go. So I'm kind of nervous about this since I've been really bad at wearing makeup, but I'm trying to get back into it. So the first item I got is from Brianna A, and it is a Holy Grail product, so that will be interesting. Next, I have a suggestion from Miss Julesy. I had the same problem. I think I picked something else she suggested, and I don't know how to say her name. Julesy's, but I will try to remember to link her channel down below. She has a really great painting channel. So it's a product you have repurchased, so that'll be fun to do. Number 3 is something blue. This is from Fluty Becca, I think is what it says. I can't really read my handwriting, but that is another potentially harder thing to do. And then your newest item, that's from Lisbeth Style. So that is everything. Let me turn off the camera. I'm gonna deep dive into my collection, find some items to match up with those suggestions, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so I'm back with 4 new items to add to this project. So I will just kind of go in the order I see them. So the first one I will go over is my newest item, and if you saw my last haul, you'll know that it wasn't very exciting. The last thing I purchased was this mascara. So I really like this mascara, and it'll be easy to use up, so for that purpose I think it's pretty good for this project, but it's not the most exciting item to put in a project pan, I'm aware. Next I have something blue, and for that I chose another one of my little mini Urban Decay eyeliners. This is in the shade Ink, which is like a navy blue. So you can see that right there. I have some other swatches from some other videos I've been filming. I don't know, I think I have sharpened this, it looks like, but I definitely haven't used it very much. It came in a little set that I purchased very early in my makeup obsession. It was called the Black Market set. It was a holiday set. I got it on sale. I think it came with 5 little deluxe size eyeliners like this. It came with Black Market and then 4 colored eyeliners, but they were all like really dark colors, so they're not super bright or anything. It was my first foray into colored eyeliners, so it's definitely one of the oldest things in my collection, so it'll be nice to get that used up. It had definitely been a long time since I did an update on this. I just saw my last update, my apathy was this big, and you know, used up, it's probably about down to here, so it had definitely been a really long time. So that is one thing I did actually use a lot this summer, even though I haven't been wearing a lot of makeup, because I was wearing very simple eye makeup, kind of like I am today, and it was just easy to add a little pop of color as an eyeliner. So Uday Ink. So I just marked this on my card for this project, so it is up to here. The next is a product you've repurchased, and this one is a little bit of a stretch, but this is my Urban Decay Pulp Fiction palette. I did repurchase this palette, so I had 2 of them. I did declutter the second one and then sell it, so technically I did repurchase it, but I didn't need to. But I decided I wanted to hit pan on the black shade in here, so that is Furious, which is right up here. So this is kind of like a split pan. It's kind of cool, but I think kind of impractical, so I would like to hit pan on it before I toss this out. So that is kind of what I'm going to use for that. And you know, I used Lorac Pro Black as to set my liner, and that's not something I ever felt like I needed to do before, but ever since I used it up, I've realized I've grown to really like setting my eyeliner with an eyeshadow. I find that if it's, you know, your line's a little bit messy or off, you can kind of soften it up and blend the eyeshadow over it, and I really like how it looks. So I've been actually reaching for black a lot, but I've been kind of going all over the place in my collection. Whatever palette I'm using or is closest to me, I'll just use that black. So I would rather kind of focus my efforts and hit pan on something else, so I'm going to go for the black in here. And then finally I have a Holy Grail product, and I decided to pick this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. I really love this liquid highlighter. It's probably my favorite highlighter I've ever used. I think it's really great to use for every day, but it also, you can kind of pile in a little extra, and it looks nice if you want to go a little all out with your highlighter. So this was in a previous project of mine, but I will mark it off. You can kind of see the line right here. It's kind of worn off, but I'd say it's about half gone. Probably, maybe a little bit more than half gone. So we will see if I can finish this off by the end of the year. But this is definitely probably something I will repurchase once I use it up. So that is everything that I've just added to my Project Pan Roulette. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!